5.56 here again. We're out on the range today and we're kind of running, doing some run and gun with this CETME 308 rifle. This is one of the Century Arms G3 conversions that they did. It's all intents and purposes an HK now. It's got an HK rear stock and recoil system. I've kind of tricked out this grip and made it more HK-like. HK hand guards with no bipod. This barrel, for example, has been shortened to legal length of 16.25 inches, and it's got an A2 flash hider with a 14-to-1 left-hand thread. It's the AK or the Russian left-handed threads. For all intents and purposes, the other thing that's interesting, I added this G5 rail to it. This rail, you read a lot of reviews about these rails, but I always modify my stuff. This rail was added, and I've got it drilled and tapped, as you can see here on the top. I've got 3 set screws in there. These 2 set screws are going all the way into the receiver. This is just a stamped steel receiver, and I drilled in there, tapped those, and then I ran some set screws down in there and put Loctite on them. This center one is a set screw that's just run down in there, and it's putting upward pressure on the mount. So this mount had an optic mounted on it, and it was rock solid. So we're out here just kind of test firing it. I did replace the rollers in the bolt, and I'm running in the mid-teens on the bolt gap, and I'm just kind of test firing this rifle with the iron sight configuration to see what's up. So you pop a few rounds here and see what goes on. Walk down range and take a look at that. We're shooting some Wolf 308 ammo. This gun, of course, is marked 308. Naturally, the 7.62 by 51 millimeter rounds are a little bit milder to shoot in this gun, but this gun is rated for 308. So those iron sights are working pretty well. I will say that it's a very easy gun to hit with. The example that I'd like to give is this gun was shortened, and I shortened it for a reason, so that it could be more of an overall shorter length that I could run and gun with this particular weapon. It's a heavy hitting 308 caliber, and it's more suited now than it was before, and it's longer variety with additional muzzle brake to do some of the tactical work in the run and gun that I like to do. So it's really a beautiful setup. It's heavy gun, but it's that weight contributes to its manageability, and I like it. Okay, folks, we got a fresh magazine. This is some old Indian 308 ammo, actually 7.62 by 51 millimeter. This is M80 ball, Nato ammo. I've had this ammo for about 20 years, so if you get one that doesn't go off, don't blame the gun. Certainly not that. And again, this gun is a little bit milder shooting with that 147 grain load. See what happens here. Look at that. The gun really feels good. It is a little heavy, but it's a very manageable recoil. That's a very respectable result for a short 16-inch 308 at close range. That's what you want. We're not out here match shooting today, but this gun is capable of 2-inch groups at 100 with the ammo that I found that it likes the best is Winchester PowerPoint 150 grain ammo. It loves that ammo. It's probably because the velocities are matched to the twist rate of this barrel, but I've tested Federal all in 150 grain, and I like the 150 grains because it closer duplicates the weight of the NATO round, which these barrels were originally designed to shoot. So I'm going to drop back and shoot some more at a little farther distance, show you the results of that. 7.62 by 51 surplus ammo. Look at that. The beauty of these weapons, I've had this rifle for about a year. Bought it from a guy at work. $400 for it at a pawn shop. The gun looked brand new, had wood furniture on it. He walked up to me one day and asked me if I wanted it. I knew what he had paid for it, and he said, I want $400 with 11 magazines, and the gun was in beautiful condition, so naturally I couldn't pass that up. I think I actually ended up giving the guy, you know, a couple $100 down and then $100 every pay period after that, so it was a great arrangement. But I took this gun and shortened the length of it and did kind of a special project for me. I did this camo job that you see on here with Duracoat, but it's kind of cool looking. I changed things over time, but it gives you respectable performance out of a hard-hitting 308 caliber. This would be a very good choice to engage poachers on a ranch, say, or any kind of evil that might occur around you. This gun should be capable of handling it. All right, Crusher's going to take a few rounds with this HK variant. That's your go, Crush. Nice. Back on target here with this bad guy at close range. We're going to see. Impressions. What'd you think about it, Crusher?
Thought it was great. Didn't kick as bad as I thought it was going to. Felt like it was pretty accurate. About all I have to say.
Decent trigger. How's the gun's trigger for you?
The trigger's fine. Trigger's great.
The sights looks kind of like, it looks cool because it's got kind of a flat top look to it now with that rail on it, but it's got a balance. It's a forward balance bias gun. It's got more of the weight forward. Does you feel like that? Does that feel good to you when you're firing it?
Yeah, the weight of the gun actually, in my opinion, helps with the recoil kind of, and the weight of the gun makes it feel like I'm just going to hit what I'm aiming at.
Yeah, and it feels good when you're bouncing the gun during rapid fire. It's more manageable because of that weight, I think. But sure does look bad. So we'll get some good shooting, man. All right, Crusher, let's get on patrol here. Contact left.
Contact left.